Good evening, everyone. A thumbs up if you can hear my voice. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us in the work session agenda.
Hello. I can't hear anybody.
Who's speaking, please? I didn't see that.
I can't.
You cannot hear me, Alderman?
Hello.
Alderman Hughes, can you hear me? No? You're on mute now, ma'am. Can you hear me? Yes? So thank you for joining our work session. I had a request, a very good request from a member of the board to add a topic to tonight's discussion. And we had a conversation amongst ourselves that focused on the fact that if you have something, please let me know before Wednesday evening. And when the agenda is published, I can almost always accommodate it or talk it through with you. And
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, ma'am. Yes.
You can?
I can.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Alderman Hughes, can you hear me? I'm assuming by your silence that's not the case. We can hear you. So if you have something, please contact me as soon as it is on your mind. And in this instance, I'll just schedule it for another work session. We were not able to accommodate it tonight, which is fine. It wasn't time sensitive, but it's just a reminder that we do publish Wednesday afternoon, and that means that if it's not on the agenda at that point in time, it's not able to be added to our discussion. And so again, just a reminder. You've seen the agenda that we've got a bunch of minutes to approve first. The first one from our last board regular meeting of July 25th. How do they look? Everybody okay? Stop me if you have an issue. Then we had, I'm sorry, I misspoke. The first set of minutes are from our July 25th retreat, not our regular meeting. Those okay? Thank you. Then our regular meeting of July 27. Everybody okay? Thank you, particularly Alderman Frauci, who's making her position known, which I appreciate, ma'am. And then our August 3rd special meeting. How are those minutes? Good. Thank you, everyone. We are on unfinished business. We, Alderman Holman and Hughes, your bill from July 27th Bill 2028 was continued from July 27th. Mr. Moorman will be on the call if he's not already. And I understand there's a substitute, Alderman.
Yes.
Holman. Are you ready to proceed with that substitute?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Alderman Frauci, you're going to amend that?
I am.
Everybody okay with that being taken up on second reading this evening? Thank Alderman Weisahans. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I was hoping to add a condition to it as well.
I'm sorry, sir, you were breaking up a little bit.
I was saying I was just hoping to make a condition to it as well.
Okay, so you'll offer that. I'll recognize both you and Alderman Frauci in one after the next to amend that that substitute.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion. We'll take that matter up on second reading tonight. We have the next matter is the board as a whole. Is everyone ready to proceed on the readoption of our annual, the annual readoption of our ethics code? Everybody ready to go? Thank you. Good. Alderman Holman et al., are you ready to go with the crack ceiling program?
Yeah, but I do have a question. Can I ask that now?
You certainly can.
Okay, my question is, as I was looking at the bids, there was a significant difference between the three bids. And so my question is, what aren't we getting that maybe those other bids included, or is it really just a matter of price point?
Terrific. Thank you. Mr. Shelton.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Alderman, I checked with our public works staff because I noticed the same thing. And as you all know, one bid was not responsive and was thrown out. But we have used Sweeten since 2015, the contractor who was the low bid, and they've done excellent work. So we have no concerns about that price.
And just one follow-up question to that. When the city conducts crack sealing, I have had comments back from residents, and I think I know the answer, but I'm just going to ask it so their voice can be heard. It's a lot of veins or arteries, if you will, that are then black on their streets, on their paved street. So is that the only option that we have to fill these cracks? And I can restate the question if that sounded confusing. So go ahead.
I'm not aware of any materials that's used for crack sealing anywhere in the Midwest that is not a black tar material.
Okay. Thank you.
Excellent questions. Thank you for the discussion. Further concerns or inquiries regarding the crack sealing program? Thank you. We'll second read that tonight. The next item is our street guarantees, the escrows. Alderman Holman, you ready with that?
Yes, Mayor, I'll be offering a substitute bill just to clean up language. This has to do with, it was presented as reconstruction, but really what it is new construction that is not attached to the home, new projects. So that's just cleaned up in the substitute bill that I'm bringing forward with the support and help of Alderman Whitmire.
Thank you. I knew he had some concerns last meeting. Have those been addressed, Alderman Whitmire? Thank you, sir. We'll second read that this evening and recognize the substitute. Item number 5, or 5, 6, and 7. We have those matters deal with the Covenant project. Alderman Hughes's recusal will continue and continue to be recognized for purposes of the record, and she will not participate in those discussions. Everybody ready to proceed on items 5, 6, and 7?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mayor, I just have a comment, if you will.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to share with everybody on item number 6, I'll be presenting a substitute bill, and I'd like to share with the board that 2 Fridays ago, our public works manager, the representatives from the Covenant Presbyterian Church and new homeowners on the street had a meeting to discuss stormwater mitigation, and that's what the substitute bill speaks to. So all parties are informed on the same page, and we are ready to move forward on that. And what's curious, and what I also would like to share with board members, is although the architectural review is new business, that did already go through the process and was approved.
Thank you. Alderman Benegas, do you have any comments on that matter? You're on mute, sir. Alderman Benegas, you're on mute.
Architecture review reviewed this and unanimously endorsed it.
Thank you. Appreciate your leadership, Alderman Holman, and thank you for the report, Alderman Benegas. We'll take those 3 matters up on our agenda. The next item is item number 8. It regards a resolution concerning an eligible employee taking a lump sum in lieu of certain benefits. Everybody considered that matter and ready to proceed this evening?
I got a question regarding this, Mayor.
Alderman Benegas, please proceed.
This is for
We're getting a broken transmission.
Can you hear me clearly now?
Now, somewhat.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and try it. My question is, for budgeting purposes, how can we budget this kind of resolution? Is this money already escrowed in some way? Or is this coming out of the existing budget?
Mr. Sheldon, you want to speak to that?
Yeah, so we do, at the beginning of the year, Chief Cavens gives an indication of who he thinks might be retiring. And then we budget worst case, which is the lump sum. So this is included in the budget.
Thank you.
Mayor,
Very good question. Alderman Allen.
thank you. Also, I just want to share, I did talk to Pam about this, and this is a great benefit for our employees, this type of program, but also in this circumstance, the difference of basically from the retiring officer and a new police officer, minus payout will be about $7,500 to the good of the city. But again, for the budget process, I'm going to assume the money, that extra just goes back in the general fund. Is that correct?
It would stay in the general fund, correct?
Right.
Yes, okay. And I do appreciate the commitment of Officer Wilson to Town and Country while he's been with us.
Thank you. Appreciate your observations, Alderman. We're on item number 9. It concerns the in-camera and body-worn, in-car and body-worn camera systems. Everybody, that's on first reading tonight. I could use a sponsor, please. That you
I'd like to sponsor that.
Alderman Mortland, Alderman Fauci, you would like to join him?
I would.
Thank you. Others? Alderman Weezahan. Thank you. We'll first read that bill tonight. We also have our stormwater program study and prioritization bill. Is that you, Alderman Holman?
That is, yes.
Thank you.
And I'd like to be on that too, Mayor, please.
Okay, Alderman Allen will join. We'll first read that tonight. Our warrant list in the amount of $171,600.62 is before you. How does it look? Alderman Allen?
Thank you. I did talk to Pam and I did talk to Ann Nixon about the, I have to say this right, the dog program to help with the cleaning of the remains of the geese at Town Square. And that's already been done. It seems like there is a good reason as far as maintaining and safety and liability, but as we move forward into next year's budget, this seems like maybe one of those things that we'll have to think hard about.
Very good. Thank you. We will take up the warrant list. I'd appreciate a motion to go into closed session to discuss real estate and personnel matters. Seek that motion at the end of our meeting. With that, we are adjourned. I'll see you in a few seconds. Thank you, everyone. Please.